In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 Etsy SEO tips to increase traffic. And number 5 is going to be one that I have not heard anyone talk about and is probably one of the most important ones that is being overlooked. So that is what I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. So before we do officially dive in, I wanted to talk a little bit about what Etsy SEO really means. Someone types in fishing gift for men and you want to come up on page 1, like this one right here, and you want to get the bestseller badge. That would be amazing. But how do you do it when you have everyone competing for bass fishing hat or fishing gifts for men? How do you get there? Well, you use SEO, right? Isn't that what everyone is saying? Well, not really. There's a little bit more to it. Let's go over the basics. What we have to have is we need to do the basics. And I'm going to give you those 5 basic tips right now. The very first one is you want to have the keyword in the title. I mean, that's pretty obvious, but I see a lot of people not doing it. So the very first thing is whatever you're going after, if it is a bass fishing hat or if it is fishing gift for men, you want to put that in your title. Okay. The most important part of your listing is going to be your title. That is going to be where people are going to be able to identify when they see it, but also where Etsy is going to be able to see that is what you sell. So I know it's pretty basic, but a lot of people overcomplicate this and they try to get fancy. Put in the keyword or keywords that you want to rank for, the primary ones in the title. So let's move on to tip number 2, which again is pretty obvious, but I see a lot of people making this mistake, and that is a really good, attractive image. We want to have the primary image of the product that stands out. We want it to be well photographed. We also want it to be exactly what it is that you are selling. All right. You don't want it to be really far in the distance. You want it to be up close. You want people to be able to see it, and you want it to be professionally done. And I don't mean you have to hire a professional photographer, but you do want to have a really high quality image. Now, when someone clicks in, guess what that does? That allows Etsy to see that people are clicking on this, so they must be interested in it. But the other part of that equation is we also need to see how many people are buying it, which we're going to get to. And in step 5 that I'm going to share with you is going to help with that. All right. So stay tuned for that. So number 2, like I said, you want to have really, really good images and you want to fill in all of your images. Don't just put up 2 images, fill all the spots. And if you can include video, do that too. All right. So you want to have good images used in your listing. That is a good SEO practice. Having better images is going to help the product convert better, and that will lead to a better ranking position inside of Etsy. All right. Number 3 is your description. In the description, you want to explain exactly who it's for, what it is, any benefits that it has, all of the different things that you can include in there that will tell the customer what it is, but more importantly, tell Etsy what you are selling. You see, when you have a title, they are scraping that. Etsy is. Their little bot is scraping that. So this way here, it knows what you're selling. All right. The image doesn't necessarily get scanned, but it does help with the conversion. The words that you put in the description help describe it and also allow Etsy to see what it is you're selling. So make sure that you fill that out with great detail. All right. That's the description. Again, another thing that a lot of people don't consider because people say, well, no one reads the description. Maybe not, but Etsy does. So make sure that you optimize the description. The 4th thing is having good tags. Now, there's been some debate out there whether or not Etsy actually uses the tags, but regardless, even if Etsy doesn't use them as far as ranking factors, still fill them in. Why not? So when using tags, start with the ones that you want to rank for if they were a factor. All right. So in this case, it would be fishing gifts for men. I would put that in there. I would probably also put in bass fishing gift. something else that's going to tell Etsy, if it was a factor, what it is. So fill in those tags. Don't leave any unused. So far, we have a good title with our keywords that we want to rank for. We have good images that are going to help the product convert better and get better clicks into the listing. Number 3, we're going to create a really good, well-written description that explains exactly what it is that we're selling so we can let customers know if they read it, but also we can let Etsy know when they scrape it. And 4, we're going to create really good tags that represent the keywords that we do want to rank for, just in case they are a factor. All right, so the tip that you've all been waiting for, number 5, and that is we need to get sales. If we have all of this stuff there and we're not getting sales, we're not going to show up in search. And the reason why is because Etsy is going to favor listings that have sales, even if your SEO isn't as good. Because here's the deal, Etsy wants to promote products that are proven to get sales and that people are buying. When someone clicks in and they buy it, they want to promote that because it's been proven. So how do we get sales? The first thing that I would do is I would turn on Etsy ads. And the reason why is because I can show my listing to my potential buyers on day 1. And for just a couple bucks a day, I can get that listing on page 1, day 1, and that way there, I have a chance of making a sale. And in the very beginning, this is another mistake I see a lot of Etsy sellers making, is they don't want to spend money on ads because they're thinking if I spend money on ads, I might not make any money. But here's the deal. If you don't get sales, Etsy is not going to rank you unless there's no other products that are competing for what you're selling, which we all know is probably not going to be the case. Or maybe you are going to go after a product that no one's even looking for or no one's buying. Yeah, you can rank on page 1, but what if there's no one searching for it? It doesn't matter. So if you're going after a product that people are already buying, which you should, by the way, well, then you probably want to start running some Etsy ads. So this way here, we can get sales. So I want you to think about getting sales is one of your number 1 things that you need to do when you have a brand new listing, because sales is going to drive the Etsy ranking algorithm, and that's exactly what you want. If you want to be on page 1 without spending any money, you need to get sales on that product and you need to get reviews on that product. And the best way to do it is to get sales through Etsy's own ads platform. So that would be my recommendation. And getting sales is one of the things I don't hear anyone talk about as far as driving your search ranking. If you get sales, your SEO doesn't even have to be as good as long as you are getting sales, because that listing has been proven to Etsy that people are looking for it. Now, I'm not saying have crappy SEO. I want you to follow those 4 tips that I just gave you. I want you to have a good title. I want you to have good images. I want you to have a good description. I want you to have great tags. And then when you do take that 5th tip and you start running ads, guess what? You're going to get sales. And then everyone else that doesn't have that good of SEO, you're going to outrank them even easier because you have everything dialed in and everything is on point. So there it is. That's everything that you need to do when you have a brand new listing or even on an existing listing. Make sure that you have all those boxes checked, and you'll have a better chance of driving up your ranking and getting organic search traffic. So guys, do me a favor. If you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash the like button. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments down below. I would love to answer them for you. And if you did enjoy this video, I'm gonna put another video right here that you should watch next, because it shows you exactly how my wife and I launched a product and within 24 hours started getting sales. It'll show you exactly how we did it and how you can do it too. Guys, listen, I enjoyed making this video for you so much. If you have any questions, like I said, drop them in the comments and I'll see you in the next video.